our speeches, but oh yeah, record, perfect. So yeah, we're gonna be working on our speeches, but quick homework check. Open up the doc that you guys made for your speeches. Make sure it's shared with us. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on this slide as well, and also put these emails in the chat. If you haven't, please go ahead and share your docs with us. I think we have most people's. And then I want you to answer these 3 questions in the chat. Do you have your entire outline finished? Or actually, okay, so what we're gonna do, Anderson and I are gonna go around and essentially just look through your docs real quick to make sure we know what you finished. So I think Iris has the essay, which is basically done. I looked at that. Alicia, I forgot what Alicia was doing. Let me see. Alicia was doing forensics medicine. Alicia, did you have a doc shared with us for that one?
I shared with you last period. Do you still have it?
I am not sure. Anderson, did you get Alicia's doc?
I'm trying to check right now, but Google's kind of being annoying and forcing me to verify whatever the heck. So I'll get back to you on that one.
Okay, I'm checking as well. Who's Katie is Winter. Oh, and then Alicia, are you the one who's using like Shimo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't think I can like directly access this, so this is why I wanted someone to be able to screen share, so that when we go into breakout rooms, you can just show us your screen, okay? But do you have your outline finished, Alicia, with points?
You mean all?
So the outline is like this part, right? The background, applications, implications.
No, I finished the background.
Okay, we'll take a look at that today, all right? And then Iris has shared. And then Alan, did you get a chance to share yours with us?
Yeah.
I think, Anderson, you have Alan's, right? I swear I don't have Alan's.
I see Alan's. Yeah, it's on my list.
Can you share that with me, if possible?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
I'll check my shirt with me to see if I have Alicia's right now, because I found them loaded.
Okay.
I don't have Alicia's.
No, yeah, Alicia's is on the other doc thing, so we'll just have her share her screen.
That's fine.
In a breakout room.
I have Iris, Alan, and Andrew.
All right, that's fine for today. So what we're gonna do is, you guys make sure you open up your docs and make sure it's shared with us. I'm gonna go over this structure again. I believe Iris, you have yours already done. So we're gonna give you personalized attention in terms of delivering it as a speech instead of like an essay, right? But for Alicia and Alan, your structure, your introduction, you don't need this right now. This is like at the end, we'll get back to this, but this is your hook to the topic, the attention getter, how you're gonna hook the audience in, right? And then you have the background, applications, and implications. So I think Alicia said she had the backgrounds on. Whatever topic you're doing, right, you need the background of that topic. You want to inform the audience about the history of it. You know, what was it like in the past, right? When did it start? How did it start? Stuff like that. And then your second body paragraph is going to be the applications. What is it? How is it used right now? You know, how is it used? Who is using it? What does it do, right? In the present day, right? How is it being applied today? And then the implications is more like the future, right? How is this going to shape society, right? And how we live? Is it going to drastically change society, change our daily life, make it easier, harder, right? What new things can come from this, right? So that's the future and the effect it has on society. And then you have a quick conclusion, right? And so this is the structure we're doing. And then again, you guys have all these slides. I shared them all with you, and I shared this outline, this sample outline, which let me link this in the chat as well, just so you guys can have it and open that to guide you, right? All right, so I want to actually, well, again, I was gonna ask you guys this depending on how many people were, but like, do you guys want to watch and analyze another state winning speech like we've done in the past and see, why they're good and why they're bad and what toolbox tips they use? Or do you want to just work on your speeches basically the whole time? Obviously, we'll give you a break in the middle, but it's up to you guys. So in the chat, Iris, Alicia, and Alan, if you want to analyze a state speech first and then work on your speech a bit after, you'll have less time, but you'll be able to watch a speech. Type number 1. So 1 for the watching the speech. 2
By the way,
for
Bill, Audrey's on vacation from June 25th to July 3rd, so that's why they're not here today.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so those are the 2 options. Go ahead, put in the chat what you want to do today, and then we will. It's just you 3 today, so we can probably give you a lot of individual time to work and check in with you. All right, everyone wants to do work. That's perfectly fine. All right, so how we're gonna do this is, so work time on your speech. Again, what you want to do is, right, open up your top document, plan it out, topic intro, past, present, future. The sample outline is in the chat, remember. And we're gonna put you into individual breakout rooms. So Anderson, are you able to make breakout rooms?
I think I should be able to. Yeah, I can break that rooms.
Okay, can you make just make 3.
3 breakout rooms?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll sign manually. Okay. Put Alicia the first one. And then I'll open all the rooms. So I don't know if you'll be able to travel between the rooms or not unless I give you co-host or something like that.
Yeah, can you give me co-host? But okay, so for you guys, Iris, Alicia, and Alan, what we're gonna do is put you each into your own breakout room. We're giving you a lot of time today to just work on your speech, okay? So you want to use this time to work. Otherwise, again, you're gonna have to use time outside of class to work and finish it. You need your outline completely done. I will continue to flush out this outline, just so you guys have a better understanding of what it looks like. But essentially, you want a lot of detailed information on the background, present, future, right? Put you in a breakout room. You're going to work there, find sources, and then we're going to come around to each of your rooms individually, probably a few times today, and go through what you guys have been doing. All right, so just be ready in that break.
It just doesn't give me that option right away. So
it's fine. Okay, Anderson, can you place Iris, Alicia, and Alan in different rooms, and then you can just move me around? I'll tell you because we'll move together.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
All right, I've assigned you guys to your rooms. Please accept it, and then I can kind of like tell you which one each one is going to. So room 1 is Alicia, Alan. Okay, just tell me what we're going to go to first.
No, okay. So I think this is fine. So I think Alicia and Alan might need time to work on. Again, wait, can you share Alan's? Oh, is it high?
I did. Yeah, it is high. I realized I shared. I originally I didn't share it to you. I shared it to some random guy because there was an X at the end of the numbers. And I didn't
oh yeah. No. Okay, so that's fine. So I think Alan and
seen Alicia's. They haven't shared it with me, so I don't know.
No, yeah, Alicia and Alan both need to work on work time, so they'll just work. I think what we'll do, we can go to Iris first.
Just to quickly check up, because they still need to get their work done. Like, there's no foundation at all.
Well, Iris is done. Iris has the speech, right? So the other 2, yeah. So we'll go to Iris first, and then we'll go to the other 2. What I want to do with Iris, well, obviously, I need to read through this first, but we can just have her start speaking because this is technically a script already.
But the problem I have with it is that, like, earlier I thought that I don't know if they've edited it like, over the weekend or whatever, but earlier I thought it was pretty bad for a speech in the way that it wasn't structured, or like the words, used in it were more like an essay than like a speech. It was too formal.
Okay, I can see that. Okay, so I haven't read it yet, so I'll read it through.
Yeah. I don't know if
And
they
then
changed it. I told them to change it. Maybe they did, but I don't know how far they've changed it or anything.
so we'll do that. So okay, so we can actually chill in here for a bit.
Okay.
Give me like 2 minutes in here. I'll read it and then we'll go to Iris's room.
Give me a second. I'm getting called away from the computer for a second. It's odd. Alan's not in their breakout room. They're not
He
in
just-
any room.
Did he might have disconnected
Find out.
or like left or something.
Okay, I can't find out because I don't know if I'm supposed to ping to ask.
No, like if you can't see him in a breakout room, he probably left.
Yeah, but like in WeChat, I mean, just to ask him there.
Oh, you have the WeChat. I don't even have.
Oh, you don't even have to WeChat.
Yeah, I have no clue. I only communicate based on the email that you see.
I don't use the email and I don't use the WeChat unless I have to. Okay, I don't know how to talk to Alan, so let's just hope that he returns. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know which one's their parent or whatever to let them know. But
All right. We can go to Iris's.
that sounds good.
All right, can you put me in?
Yeah, I'll be there. You get it.
All right, perfect. So we're going over this. This is you're definitely way farther ahead than everyone else. Less just right off the bat because you have a full script essentially. I believe you had this as an essay before. I'll be honest, this is pretty nice. I love the content, the information is very unique. I think this is actually something that could be a speech as well as an essay. It works both ways. I think Anderson mentioned, or Anderson, do you want to talk about what you thought about it?
So originally, I think you remember from last time around, but I kind of, I gave you some suggestions for changing up the language that you used because it was too formal and didn't really work that well in terms of a speech because these are words that you'll have to say and have them sound good. So that's something that I asked you to change, and I think you started changing it. I don't know how far you went with those changes because I didn't read all of it through the first time around, but I think that overall, the important thing right now is just to convert it into a speech itself instead of the essay that it used to be, because otherwise it'll make things a little bit, it would make things trickier if you didn't. So overall, I think that as long as you change that, it should be okay to get started, but I don't know, Bill, if you think there are any like overlying issues to it.
So I don't think there are any big issues. So what I want is like Iris, if you're comfortable delivering like in terms of like just reading your script out loud like a speech, right? What I would suggest you do is just start practicing that. So start reading it through, right, from the top to the bottom, and see, does this flow nicely? Do you like how it's flowing? If you don't, go ahead and change some words around so it's less, essay-like and more conversational, right? And then what I want, so go ahead and just practice that. Right now you don't need to make a lot of big edits because I think it's fine. Also, this camp is more like, getting better at speaking, so we don't have to worry too much about structure and all that. Okay. So that's why I'm saying you already have a script. That's perfect. Let's go ahead and practice saying this out loud. Okay, so Iris, we're gonna actually leave you in this breakout room because I want you to practice, and then towards the end of today, so before 8, we're gonna come back, and I want you to read your entire thing through to us, okay, out loud, so that we can see how you speak, what parts to work on. But I'll give you some time to practice that. So we'll be back. It won't be that quick. We'll give you some time. But when we come back, I want to hear you deliver the speech, right? All right.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Hopefully that works. And then, yeah, you can take small breaks as well. No worries about that. We will come back later.
Alan's back, by the way. I got him back into this.
All right. Perfect. I will leave the breakout room and then we'll go to a different.
All right. Korea. So he said he was in his breakout room when I made a comment on his what's it called, Google Drive. But thing is with that is that he wasn't in it. Maybe it was either like a visual glitch or something. I don't know. But he's back there now.
All right, all right. Do we? I think Alan is still working on his currently.
Yeah, he's still working on it. I'm not sure about Alicia. We could take a look.
Let's go to Alicia's because also Alicia needs to share her screen with us.
I,
Right, Anderson and I are here. So since you're also, could you turn on your camera for while we're here, if you can? Perfect. Okay. So while we're here, since we can't really access the doc he shared us, can you try screen sharing on Zoom? Do you know how to do that?
Okay, I'll try.
Okay. Alright, perfect. Yeah, we can see your screen. Can you go to the document you were working on?
We can move this. Oh yeah, I can.
Oh yeah, you can move. Okay, so this one, perfect. Let me take a look at this. All right, forensic medicine. Yes, so funny stories or jokes that can tie to your prompt, and then the background noise. All right, so this is a good start to your background. I'm assuming you're doing research and you found out this stuff about the Greek and Roman societies. Do you have a link or a source where you got that information from?
No, I can go. I can go check my history.
Okay,
that's good.
you can definitely do that. From now on forward, every time you use like a link, just put it in your doc as well so that you can keep it there and then we can reference it. And that also in your speech, you can say, you know, according to the New York Times or according to the Journal of Medicine or something like that. That gives you credibility and it shows where you got your source, right? So keep those links and put that there. So currently you have some about the background about, you know, the history, Greek and Roman societies, and the field of medicine, pharmacology. Great. All right. So what I want you to keep working on obviously is, right, I think you're looking at the applications right now. So look at the applications. If you want to write it out as like an essay in paragraph form right now, you can go ahead and do that as well. Or you can leave them in bullet points. Essentially, we want like 2 different main applications, right? So forensic medicine, if you can think of different things that it's used for, whether that's like, I don't know, crime scenes, murders, and also maybe healthcare or something along those lines, right? 2 different fields. See if you can find information on that. You can write them in paragraphs, write them in bullet points, and then keep the links, right? Keep the links, okay?
Okay.
So just keep doing what you're doing with this background. You're gonna want to find more information, right? For all of those parts. And then don't worry about the intro or conclusion right now. So just the middle 3, all right? Okay,
Got
so
it.
we're gonna let you keep working. You have like 30 more minutes. We will come back towards the end, and then check in with you, see where you're at. Hopefully you can get through a bit more of this, all right? All right, cool, Alicia. We will be back before 8 to check in again. All right. And then we will go to who's Alan.
Alan's left, yeah.
We're gonna check in. Oh, he has his doc, but yeah, let's check in. Hello, Alan.
Alan.
Can you hear us? There. Might have went to take a break.
Yeah, he's not typing or anything. Okay. Well,
Okay, I mean, let's look through the doc. I believe this
checking
is
now. Hey, Ali, can you hear us? Ali?
Alan. Hello, hello. I typed in his doc.
Yeah, I saw that. Nope.
Oh, is your volume? Oh, he's connecting to audio.
Oh, he was not.
Hello.
Okay, that's why.
Okay, there you can hear us now. Perfect. And then you don't have to turn on your camera. Are you using your phone again?
I'm using my iPad.
Okay, no worries. Okay, so we're just checking in with you right now. So it seems like you're talking about NFTs, right? Which is great.
Mm-hmm.
I love that you already started your hook. So let me read this to you. Yeah. Oh, this is I actually like this hook. So this hook is basically like a shocking fact type hook, right? So a hook
Yeah.
that shocks the audience, and then you're also asking a lot of questions, which is great. And I'm assuming you're going to answer these questions in your speech, right?
Yeah.
We can definitely add a bit more after this in the introduction, but this is a great first start, right? So what you're doing right now is talking about like what an NFT is, right? Which is great. I love this. You do need to define this for your audience. But this is going to be a different structure than what you've been doing or what I showed you, right? So what you can do is do something like this. So you can do, instead of past, present, future, you can do present, which is what is NFT and how is it used today, and then go into like a little bit of past, right? A little bit, not a ton, but like how did it start? How did it get there? And then talk about the future, right? Right.
Okay.
Because it is probably very important to define what an NFT is. So you can start off by defining it, how it's used, right? And then go into the past. Or this could be the past, but it could also be like, how did it get so popular? You know? Tell me the trends. What trended? Was it the what Bored Ape or whatever? Was it memes, stuff like that, right? So for this, just tell me what it is, how it's used, the past, right? How did it get popular, the trends, the start of it, and then the future, you're already talking about the future, stuff like this, right?
Yeah.
So this could be your new structure. It'll be very similar. And then, yeah, you're writing in paragraphs already, so that's perfectly fine. You're going to want a full script by the end of this, so keep on working. What I want you to do, though, like you have a lot of information here. I want to know where it's from. So if you're getting this from an article, a website, go copy and paste that website in here so we know where it's from, and also you can cite it. So you can be like, according to The Economist, NFTs stands for non-fungible tokens, blah, blah, right?
Yeah.
So that gives you credibility as a speaker when you can cite outside sources, because no one's going to assume you know all this stuff. You're obviously getting this information from somewhere. So
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. So keep going, keep doing what you're doing. It looks like you're making some progress, but make sure you keep those links. All right. Keep those links.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
And so we're going to let you keep working for the next 20 minutes. We're going to check back in you one more time before 8:00. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And see how far you can get. All right. Hopefully this outline helps a bit.
Yeah, Alan, just make sure to, basically, whenever you're citing your sources or whenever you're making a statement that's pretty drastic, make sure you have sourcing to prove it, back it up, or whenever you're making a statement from a source, it's always good to do that kind of thing. Also, another suggestion I would have is like, honestly, never mind. I was gonna say to change up your hook a little bit, but no, yeah, it's fine. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I kind of rushed it. I'm not gonna lie.
It's
I'll
okay. I
change
think
it
the
later.
structure can be changed a little bit, obviously a little bit, but like I think overall it's definitely a good concept you're going for, and I see what you're trying to do. So it's pretty good.
Right.
Other than
So
that,
again, we can just go ahead and get a draft. We'll go ahead and edit it in later weeks, all right?
we'll check
Or
that.
Yeah.
like next session, but get that draft
I'll
done.
get
So
that.
keep,
Get that right. Get that.
keep plugging away at everything that we have here, all right? See how far you can get.
See
All
you in
right,
a little
good
bit.
stuff. We'll be back. So we're gonna check in one more time with Iris in a bit. So I think we should give Iris around 8 to 10 minutes so she'll speak, and then we'll give some feedback.
Okay, that sounds good.
And then we'll give the other two like 5 minutes. So we can go into Iris's room in like 5 minutes.
All right, I'll pause recording until then because I just realized this is not exactly the best recording. Like, doesn't matter here.
No.
So,
Yeah, this recording will be kind of all over the place.
I don't
but
really
you-
know. Yeah, how it's. I think it just records us here where I'm at. So it's been taking. Obviously, it's not like recording them in their breakout room. So
Real quick. Perfect. All right. And then
I
go-
finished the first part, but still finding the informations for the second one.
All right. Yeah, for sure. So, glad you have a source here. Now, if you are like taking directly from the website, like word for word, make sure you have it in quotations, right? Otherwise, if you wrote this yourself and are paraphrasing it, you don't need it in quotations, but keeping that source there is really helpful. So we'll come back to that later. So this is good for the first part. Obviously continue on, right? So find as many applications as you can, and then also add detail, right? So this is like the definition, which is great. If you can find examples, maybe specific cases, did they use forensic medicine to solve a murder, a famous murder, or something like that? Finding examples is always going to help with your speech, make it more interesting, and make it, have more stuff, more juice, right? So as you go along, continue with this outline. Glad you made some progress on it. Finish up the applications and the implications, all right? Find more stuff. And then next time we will try and flush it out a bit more. So adding even more detail to all your points, all right? Because we do want this to be like 750 words.
yeah, so far I would say that Alicia, you got good information. I think the content's very, very like full. It's nice. And for what I can tell, it's actually pretty interesting. So that's good. But yeah, I would say in terms of when you're citing your sources and citing quotes, make sure you're actually putting them in quotation marks and then, making a reference to it, because that's how you like when I say properly quote. So just make sure those sources are cited in that way, just so you don't forget what to quote, what you wrote. But other than that, I would say pretty good job here. Good start, real solid start.
All right. And yeah, Alicia, by Thursday, get the rest of this done. All right. So
Okay.
The second application and then the implications, and then you can add a bit more to the background as well. Have all that done by Thursday. All right.
Okay.
And you're free to go today. Good job, Alicia.
Okay.
Check it out.
Bye.
All right, bye.
And then Anderson will go to Alan if he's here.
He's not. Oh no, he is. He hasn't joined it. I'll move you over. I don't know what's.
Or
happening.
like, just move us to whatever room he's in.
He's not. Go to the main session then, I guess, because it says he hasn't joined this room, which tells me he's in the main session. Okay. All right. Hey, Alan, can you hear us? He hasn't connected to audio. All right, let's send another message.
I think he's rejoining.
Why is it rejoin? Could just
Alright,
click audio.
Okay, but he said this is hard, apparently. So, I mean, he has the hook. Okay,
Well, I
so
mean, I don't think. Well, okay. Well, it really depends, right? Maybe he wasn't like originally gonna choose NFTs, or maybe he just didn't find something a topic that he's interested in.
okay,
I
so
don't
this is no. I think it's because he's trying to talk about blockchain.
Blockchain.
This is way too complicated. There's no need to talk about this in terms of what NFTs are.
Mm,
Unless he
Yeah.
thinks
it really just needs the basic concept of it, not really like the.
There's-
If he didn't, it's not gonna be that. Well, I actually is he doing informative? He's doing informative.
yeah, okay. He said his thing's not working. His Zoom's not working. Is he in the waiting room? Or not?
He's not. Do you have something you need to get to?
Not really, but hopefully we can.
Hopefully we get
He's
this done.
joining.
He's in the waiting room all day. There we go.
He's failing to connect to audio. Oh, there he
There we go.
is.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello,
Yes.
Alan. All right. What progress have you made?
I was reading some articles about how the blockchain works. I mean, I know what it means, but I can't explain it. It's very
So-
hard, I guess.
Bill and I
Yeah.
talked about this. We don't really think you need to go over blockchain when you're talking about NFTs. We think it's a little too
Yeah.
concept.
So, in my opinion, yeah. If you think it's too hard to talk about this, I don't think you need to. So, like you can mention that it's like non-fungible. It's a non-fungible token. I would mainly think like explain it in terms of like how a normal person would talk about it. So like, is it a collector's item? Is it used to trade stuff? Is it money, right? Talk more about that instead of like the technical stuff, like how like blockchain, it's too technical. It's too hard to
Yeah.
understand.
Maybe talk about like where it gets its worth from. It's just a JPEG, right? You know, why is
Yeah,
it worth
yeah.
millions of dollars, stuff like that.
So like, yeah, stuff like that. So where does it get its worth, right? What is it used for? Trading, money, collection, stuff like that. So just talk more about this. You don't have to dive into the blockchain, but do research on this as well as the past stuff, right? How did it get popular, the trends, and then the future of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can definitely find more information about that. And you don't have to go too far into like blockchain stuff.
Yeah.
Remember because remember you're doing your research on this and you're trying to explain this to someone who has maybe no knowledge of what an NFT is. I don't even know what it is. I just know it's a JPEG that's worth a bunch of money. So really, if you're just trying to explain that to someone like me who doesn't know anything about it, and you want to teach them the basics, right?
Yeah. That's
Going
why
into
it's,
blockchain's a little too far, I think, because I don't know how to.
yeah, that is it's very hard to like explain it. It's so stupid.
Yeah, you might want to avoid that kind of thing, just because
Yeah.
it's hard for you to explain it, then it's probably hard for us to understand it. So, yeah.
And also, you can come back to this. So focus on these questions first.
Yeah.
And then if you have space or have time, you can talk about blockchain, but don't worry about it right now. Just focus on the other stuff. What I want from by Thursday, keep working on this, right? Get all this completed. So you have a lot of it already. So just add a few more, research some more questions, right? Add in those paragraphs for Thursday, and then we'll look at your full draft on Thursday and help you edit it. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Good
Thank you,
progress,
Alan.
though. I mean, I
Stuff.
like this
Thank
speech
you.
so far. All right.
Yeah, you're free to go.
Other than that, yeah, you're free to go.
Okay. See ya.
Yeah, thank you. All right.
Okay.